point guard position will always be the most important spot on a basketball team, because at the end of the day, that's the player who has the ball in their hands more often than not. So the decisions that they make can go a long way towards winning that elusive championship. But as we've seen over the past 20 years, the modern day point guard has evolved into so much more than a traditional playmaker and floor general, with the point guard's role and responsibility focusing more on an elite shooting ability, versatility, pace of play, defensive intensity, and an effective playmaking and scoring balance, with only the most elite point guards in the league being able to provide the ultimate reliability to their team. Let's rank the best point guard from every NBA team for the 2024-25 season. Kicking off my list at number 30, we've got Keyonte George of the Utah Jazz. As a young and upcoming talent, George shows flashes of brilliance with his scoring ability and playmaking skills, but he's still working on refining his consistency and adjusting to the NBA level of competition. While his upside is exciting, he's not quite there in terms of being a standout point guard just yet. Coming in at number 29 is Scoot Henderson of the Portland Trail Blazers. Scoot is an incredibly gifted player with an explosive first step, and he brings a level of athleticism and excitement that few can match. However, being such a young dude, he's still learning the ropes of the NBA, and while his future is incredibly bright, he needs more time to develop his all-round game and become a more polished floor general. At 28, we have Tyus Jones, who of course recently just joined the Phoenix Suns. Jones has built a reputation as a steady and reliable point guard who can come in and run an offense smoothly when called upon, but his lack of a consistent scoring threat and ability to control the tempo against starting level talent limits his ability to be considered one of the best in the league. That being said, he's still a valuable asset to any team in need of a floor general. Next up at 27 is Malcolm Brogdon from the Washington Wizards, who has proven to be a versatile and solid contributor throughout his career. Known for his steady ball handling and ability to score when needed, Brogdon is more of a combo guard at this stage of his career, and while he's capable of running the point, his role with the rebuilding Wizards likely won't give him the platform to show his best work this season. Dennis Schroder comes in at 26 for the Brooklyn Nets. Schroder brings a ton of energy every night and is a pesky defender, but his offensive consistency, particularly his shooting, has been up and down throughout his career. He's a great secondary option at the point guard, but he's still not quite the playmaking threat that some of the others in these rankings are. At 25, we have Terry Rozier from the Miami Heat. Rozier is a player that can fill it up offensively with his ability to score both from the perimeter and inside, but his primary role for the Heat is often more focused on scoring rather than being a true point guard. While he's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor, his playmaking and decision making don't always match his scoring ability. Chris Paul, one of the greatest point guards of all time, takes the 24 spot for the Spurs. While CP3 remains a brilliant playmaker and one of the best floor generals the league has ever seen, Father Time has definitely slowed him down. His defense has slipped a little bit, and while he still runs a team with exceptional precision, he's no longer the elite all-round player he once was, which drops him down the list. At 23, we have Josh Giddey from the Chicago Bulls. Giddey has shown flashes of brilliance, especially with his vision and passing, and his size allows him to make plays in a way that most point guards can't. However, his offensive game still needs development, and he lacks the elite shooting ability and defensive prowess that other point guards on this list possess. D'Angelo Russell of the Los Angeles Lakers comes in at 22. While Russell has proven to be a dynamic scorer and has moments of brilliance as a playmaker, his lack of consistency, especially in big moments, holds him back from being a top-tier point guard. He has the tools, but his ability to stay consistent and run the offense without turning the ball over has been a question mark throughout his career. Emmanuel Quickley of the Toronto Raptors finds himself at 21. Quickley is known for his scoring ability, particularly as a spark off the bench, and he's a decent passer when running the offense also, but his primary role has often been as a scoring guard rather than a pure playmaker. And although his offensive efficiency has improved, he still struggles with consistency in his decision making. Mike Conley from the Timberwolves comes in at number 20. Conley is a veteran point guard who has long been praised for his leadership, court vision, and ability to make the right play at the right time. However, as he enters the later stages of his career, he's not quite as dynamic as some of the younger stars on this list, although his experience still makes him a valuable presence in any lineup. At number 19, we have Jalen Suggs from the Orlando Magic. Suggs has a ton of potential, especially on the defensive end, where he's known for his ability to disrupt passing lanes and guard multiple positions. Offensively, he's still refining his shooting and playmaking, but his raw talent gives him the opportunity to become a star in the future for sure. DeJounte Murray of the New Orleans Pelicans checks in at number 18. Murray is known for his elite defense and ability to make plays all over the floor, but his offense can still be a little inconsistent at times, particularly when it comes to his shooting. He's a solid two-way player and one of the better point guards in the league, but he still has room to grow in terms of being a consistent playmaking threat. Fred VanVleet of the Houston Rockets lands at number 17. VanVleet has earned his reputation as a tough, hard-nosed guard who can hit big shots and is a pest on the defensive end. While his leadership and shooting are exceptional, his playmaking has been erratic at times, which affects his ability to consistently run the point guard position at an elite level. At number 16, we have Darius Garland from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland has quickly become one of the more exciting young point guards in the league, with his elite scoring ability and fantastic handles. He definitely has the potential to crack the top 10 in the near future, but his defense and decision making are areas he still needs to refine in order to take his game to the next level. Cade Cunningham from the Detroit Pistons lands at number 15. Cunningham is an incredibly gifted player with size, vision, and skills to be an elite point guard in the future. His offensive game is already very impressive, but his consistency and ability to elevate his teammates will be key to his success as he continues to develop as a player. Coming in at number 14 is Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks. Young is an offensive dynamo who can score from anywhere on the floor and has one of the best passing games in the NBA. While his offensive brilliance is undeniable, his defense and tendency to be a bit too flashy at times hurts his ability to be considered a top-tier complete point guard. At number 13 is Drew Holiday of the Boston Celtics. Holiday is of course known for being one of the best two-way point guards in the league, combining elite defense with solid playmaking and scoring. While he's not the most flashiest player, his ability to impact both ends of the floor makes him one of the most respected and valuable point guards in the league. James Harden from the Los Angeles Clippers slots in at number 12. Harden is one of the most skilled players to ever play the point guard position, with his ability to score and create plays at an elite level. But his lack of consistency, especially in big moments, and his struggles with defense prevent him from being ranked higher on this list. Tyrese Maxey of the Philadelphia 76ers checks in at number 11. Maxey has rapidly emerged as one of the league's best young point guards, with his blazing speed, ability to score in a variety of ways, and improvement as a playmaker. He's still developing, but his future looks incredibly bright as he continues to grow in his role. Tyrese Halliburton of the Indiana Pacers kicks off my top 10. Halliburton is one of the most efficient point guards in the league, with an incredible feel for the game and an ability to rack up assists while maintaining a low turnover rate. He still needs to develop as a scorer to take his game to the next level, but his basketball IQ is second to none. At number 9, we've got LaMelo Ball from the Charlotte Hornets. Ball is one of the most exciting and flashy players in the league, with incredible passing vision and an ability to control the pace of the game. He's a future star in the making, but he still needs to improve on his consistency and defensive effort to truly be in the conversation as a top 5 point guard in the NBA. Jamal Murray of the Denver Nuggets comes in at number 8. Murray is an explosive scorer and a clutch performer, particularly in the postseason, where he has proven time and time again that he can rise to the occasion. His ability to score and distribute the ball makes him a dangerous weapon on any given night. De'Aaron Fox of the Sacramento Kings lands at number 7. Fox is one of the fastest and elusive players in the league and has quickly developed into a dynamic playmaker with the ability to break down defenses and set up his teammates. His leadership and growth as a scorer have helped elevate the Kings to new heights, and he's now one of the best point guards in the game without a doubt. Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies checks in at number 6. Morant is one of the most electrifying players the game has ever seen, with his jaw-dropping athleticism and ability to make plays in transition. While his scoring and playmaking abilities are elite, his defense and off-court issues have slightly hampered his ranking here, but he's still a top-tier talent for sure. Damian Lillard of the Milwaukee Bucks kicks off my top 5. Lillard is one of the best shooters in NBA history, and his ability to hit clutch shots in pressure moments makes him still one of the most dangerous point guards in the league. His offensive brilliance is unquestionable, though he's not quite as well rounded defensively as some of the others on this list. At number 4, we have Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks. Brunson has proven to be a fantastic leader for the Knicks, showing off his ability to score efficiently, make plays, and take over games when needed. He's become one of the most reliable and steady point guards in the league, with a well-rounded skill set that solidifies his position as a top 5 point guard in this league. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder takes the number 3 spot. There's no doubt that SGA is a star in this league, known for his ability to score from all 3 levels and combine that with his elite defense and playmaking. He's one of the most complete point guards in the league right now, with a silky smooth game that has made him a player to watch for years to come. At number 2, we have Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic is a generational talent with his incredible ability to score, pass, and rebound at such a young age. Whilst there is still some question marks over his effort on defense, his vision and basketball IQ are off the charts, and his step back 3 may be the hardest move in the league to guard for a very long time. What a phenomenal player. And finally, at number 1, well, you already know, bruh. We have the greatest shooter in NBA history, Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors. Curry is not only an incredible shooter, but also an elite playmaker who can break down defenses, lead his team, and take over games in an instant. His leadership, scoring ability, and ability to change the course of a game make him the undisputed top point guard in the league right now. Geez, what an incredible player Steph Curry continues to be. Well, there you have it. There's my list. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And trust me, if you like this video, you gotta subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on my next video where I rank the best shooting guard on every NBA team for the 2024-25 season. But until then, stay ballin'.